The 49ers just beat the Carolina Panthers 20-9 and improved their record to 8-4. However, the Panthers are pretenders and the Niners played down to their level, particularly on offense. With that in mind, here are the Niners grades for this performance. Quarterback, F-. Brock Purdy should have gotten benched. He threw 3 awful interceptions in the first half because he can't drive the ball. He looks like he's throwing balloons. Either his toe is still affecting him or he simply isn't good anymore. He has thrown multiple picks in 3 of his 4 starts this season. If he keeps it up, the Niners will have no choice but to bench him. But instead of taking him out and admitting that they shouldn't have extended him, they kept him in the game in the second half and made him run the offense with training wheels. Nothing but handoffs and dump-offs. This is all he can do at this point in his career. Defenses have taken away the middle of the field, and he doesn't have the arm strength to drive the ball toward the sideline like Mac Jones does. If only the 49ers would play their best players. Running backs. B. Christian McCaffrey averaged less than 4 yards per carry for the 9th time this season, but the Niners kept force-feeding him the ball, so he finished the game with 142 yards from scrimmage and a touchdown. Meanwhile, his backup, Brian Robinson Jr., averaged 5.7 yards per carry. If only the Niners would play their best players. Wide receivers. B. Juwan Jennings was tough. He broke a tackle and scored a touchdown on the same play. Suddenly, he seems happy and motivated. I wonder if the news about the 49ers voiding Brandon Ayuk's guarantees has anything to do with Jennings' good mood. Now the Niners have enough money to re-sign him if they want to. Meanwhile, Ricky Pearsall had just 6 receiving yards, and Kendrick Bourne didn't get targeted once, even though he's the best wide receiver on the team. If only the Niners would play their best players. Tight ends, A-. George Kittle had 78 yards, but no touchdowns. He also blocked extremely well, and so did Luke Farrell. The Niners should use 2 tight ends formation more often. Offensive linemen, A-. They gave Brock Purdy all the time in the world in the pocket, and he still threw 3 picks. Colton McKivitz even recovered a fumble. That was by far the best thing he ever has done in his career. Shout out to Colton. Defensive linemen, B+. They couldn't stop the run, but they pressured Bryce Young all game and made him play even worse than Purdy, which is hard to do. Linebackers, C. Curtis Robinson and D. Winters each had just 1 solo tackle. The Niners missed Tatum Bethune big time, and it's time to bench Winters for rookie Nick Martin because Winters is terrible. Defensive backs, A-. Renardo Green gave up the only touchdown of the game for the 49ers defense, but Jair Brown bailed him out by intercepting 2 passes. Suddenly, Brown seems to be the best healthy player remaining on the Niners defense, which is shocking considering how bad he played last season. Special teams, A. Matt Gay made both of his field goal attempts, and Sky Moore had another long kickoff return. Coaches, C. Robert Saleh put on a masterclass without Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Mykel Williams, and Tatum Bethune. Granted, he was facing a terrible offense, but still, he had his defense flying around. And then there's Kyle Shanahan. For the 12th consecutive game, he overused McCaffrey instead of spreading the ball around and getting everyone involved. In addition, his predictable play-action passing game that targets the middle of the field has been figured out, and he doesn't have a counter. That's why he calls 30 plays a game for McCaffrey, or more. In addition, Shanahan won't bench Purdy because Shanahan is the one who wanted to extend him, and that's why head coaches shouldn't also be general managers. Head coaches should play the best players, not the ones they paid.